Hello, everyone. It's Jerry at the Fledge, and welcome to another episode of Every Damn Day. A little late edition because our guest today is in Pacific time, and he's young, so he wants to sleep a little bit and enjoy the California sunshine. So thanks for bearing with us and coming on this later episode. I'm down in the sanctuary. You know, I usually wear a T-shirt that has a local company, but when I got up this morning, I was in a rush, and I just got this for my birthday yesterday, so I got a Biggie shirt on because you guys know I love Biggie and everything he ever did. So shout out to Biggie. And I also want to give a shout out to thisent.com for what you're doing with promoting the show, and give a shout out to the Fledge Music Group because we're putting on a show tonight, kind of a punk emo show if you want to come out and start to look at some live music. And let's get to our guest. I really excited about talking to Guru Doug. How you doing? What do I call you, Guru or Doug? Or
I call me whatever you want, man. Call me Guru. That's cool. You know.
I'm gonna call you Guru.
Yeah.
That's
By the
what.
way, I'm sorry, but happy belated birthday. I heard you say it's your birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Thank you very much.
Virgo gang. Got the Virgo tie right here, you know?
Oh, I don't have one of those. I almost lifted up my arm like I thought I was born with it or something. But when's your birthday?
My birthday's actually May. I got this because my girl's a Virgo, and it was like, you know, some people would not suggest getting a tattoo of your girlfriend's zodiac sign, but whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you like Virgos, then you'd be okay.
There you go. Every Virgo I see loves it. So
yeah.
112.
Nobody's happy with most of their first tattoos anyway, so right. But it's going to last forever, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First of all, let me give a shout out to my boy MY. I'm rocking the merch up here. You know,
oh, nice. I didn't see his hat.
We were actually up. The reason I'm late is because we were up last night making music till like 4 a.m, just like, you know, making all types of cool little beats. So, you know, I kind of slept in a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I think he texted me at about 2 a.m. my time. So
yeah, exactly. So,
yeah.
It's pretty fucking late here.
And if you don't mind, all of you will know if you watch 99 Problems But a Pitch Ain't One, MY did the intro and the outro to that show. And so that's the remix of the Jay-Z song 99 Problems But a Bitch Ain't One. So it's a sweet beat too. You ever see it?
Oh yeah, love it. I'm here for it, man. Yeah, I'm all here for that, bro.
So let's get into you a little bit. Tell us where you were born and raised. Where'd you, I don't know, go to school and stuff? Where do you go to school now? How did I meet you? Kind of ties into that.
All right, so parents were in the army. So growing up, I was all over the place. I don't really remember, but I lived in Hawaii, lived in Texas, Georgia. I live just army brat pretty much. But I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. So I grew up in Atlanta for most of my life. Parents divorced, so I was back and forth between mom and dad, which was in Atlanta and Rhode Island, which was really random. Those two places, growing up those two places. So yeah, I grew up in those two places, and then around 2006, I moved to California and went to high school there, middle school to high school. And yeah, parents ended up moving back. I just stayed out there. I was, you know, at first I was like couch surfing, trying to get my stuff together, you know, just a little kid that wanted to pursue music. And, you know, struggled a little bit growing up. And then I, you know, met my girlfriend, started getting jobs and getting gigs and meeting people. And now I'm here. I'm happy in the Valley in Burbank. So
how old were you when you were doing that couch surfing?
That was around when I was like between 16 to like 18. 19, maybe, like probably a solid like 2 to 3 years. Like, then when I turned 20 is when I got with my girlfriend, and we kind of got, I got my shit together, and
Yeah.
got an apartment with her.
Did your parents support you staying out there? Like they were like, yeah, go for it, man. It's your life. Or
It was kind of 50-50. My mom wasn't fully on board, but I didn't give a fuck. And, I was able to make my own choices because I was old enough. So, but now in retrospect, I think she's proud. She's happy with what I'm doing. So, it all works out. And the farther I've been away, the better I've been doing. The farther away from my family, I just been doing better and better. So when I go home, I get a little anxious. I just want to come back to California. It's weird. But, everything worked out, man. I'm happy.
So Raven's coming home tomorrow. You think
Nice.
she's going to be all anxious and wanting to go?
Oh, of course she is. Yeah. she can't wait to get. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sure she'll love to get back home. Yeah.
So right now, did you go to high school and finish high school? Did you drop out of high school?
I dropped out. I dropped out when I was 17, I believe, because I just knew what I wanted to do, and I don't know, man. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't my thing, I ended up going to a trade school though, right after high school, and they normally don't let you in unless you have a high school diploma. But I got my GED, and I passed like the exam to get into the school like with flying colors, so they just let me in, and I graduated that with honors. So it was a school. I just wasn't interested in regular academics, but when it came to music and sound design and audio engineering, which is what I went to school for, audio engineering, I excelled because it was my shit. I did great. So it all just kind of worked out in my favor. And then from there, I networked, met some really cool people, and got gigs and work. So I feel like in LA, it's more easier to kind of break through in that field versus the East Coast. It's a little more like not normal, you know what I mean, to do that out there. So I just feel like, I'm in the right place. So I just stuck with that, and I've been rolling with that since.
So was your trade school music focused, engineering and stuff?
Yeah, it was. I went to school for audio engineering as a school called Pinnacle College. Unfortunately, the school's not around anymore. I guess the owner of the school died, and it's a kind of reputable school. Not too many people know about it, but a few people know about it. And I got my degree in that. So I got on the wall of the studio. Not the studio now. I wish I was. I could give you guys a little tour, but next time.
So are you? Do you go to the same school as Michael, as MY?
No. That he goes to. What's the name? I can't remember.
Icon.
Yeah, Icon. Yeah,
Icon.
That school is in the same city I live in, Burbank. But the school I went to was in Alhambra. It's like a 20-minute drive from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't go to Icon, but I've heard good things, and everyone that I've met from there seems really chill. So it must be a nice school.
Oh, so you guys just know each other from the networking out at doing gigs and stuff like that?
It's funny. I know. It's just really okay. So it's really funny how I know him. So not to jump too far ahead, but I do pranks. So the dude that films my pranks, he went to a festival that Michael was playing, met Michael, and then literally was like, yo, I got to introduce you to my boy Guru. And he brought him to my studio like in the next week. So after Reese, my friend, my filmer, met Michael, he introduced him to me, and we just clicked. Like, we just went, oh, bro, let's just work on music. We both liked each other's style, and that's it, man. We've just been really good homies since. I feel like I've known the kid for years. I feel I've only known him for like 3 or 4 months. It's weird.
I think you have that trait that you can get in that type of knowing someone, because I feel like I know you for years.
Yeah, see?
And we just only met for like, what, an hour?
That's good vibes. Yeah, seriously, man. Yeah.
And so I should have thanked you at the beginning for coming on the show and taking time out of your day and all of that.
Hey, man, it's good for both of us, man. I like talking. I like, get my story out there, meeting people, whatever. So
can we start with music, or you want to start with pranks as we get into your projects?
Hey, man. So you pick. I'm open for whatever. I'm not picky.
Well, I'm looking at your TikTok right now on your Guru Doug page.
Yeah.
And I don't know, 10,000 followers, tons of likes. Your mom's favorite clout chaser, like the dig at your mom. That's a good one. You said Rain and I, Raven's little brother, we used to own a skateboard company called Your Mom Skateboards.
That's dope. Pretty
So
dope.
we need to get that going again.
That's a nice ring to it. I like that. I'll definitely skate that board, bro.
All right. I'll keep that in mind as we get going again. So let's, I don't know, you want to talk about TikTok and pranking?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Tell us about it.
yeah, so as far as TikTok goes, I was always like the guy that was like, I don't want to get TikTok. It's for kids, blah, blah, blah. I ended up I've been doing music for, about 10 years now, which is it's a good amount of time. But during COVID, I always said, I always find myself watching YouTube more than cable. So I'm always watching pranks, and I'm always showing my friends, like, we smoke weed, like, yo, watch this prank, watch this prank. Look at this guy. Everyone knew me as like the guy that just always would put on pranks. So during COVID, I had a buddy one day, and I'm just like, bro, fuck this. Let's just go do our own prank. Let's go prank someone, bro. I just want to prank someone. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, just hide inside. I'll fucking do some silly prank, So we did it like it was about a year ago. I did it for the first time, and instantly I was hooked. I just was like a little kid inside laughing, like, oh my God, this is so funny. I like fucking with people, it's hilarious. So long story short, after that first prank, I started doing them like every couple days. And then someone was like, bro, why don't you put stuff on TikTok? This will be really good for TikTok. And I was like, fuck it. Started putting them on TikTok. And after like maybe 3 or 4 months, I had one video that went viral. And I got like 3 million views. And then everyone's like, bro, this shit's so funny, bro. Please keep doing pranks. I'm like, you motherfuckers, where's this love with the music, man? I don't have 3 million views on my beats yet. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know what? I get it. Comedy's more of a personal thing. It's like it's either funny or it's not. Versus music, where everyone has their preference and they're kind of picky and they're in their ways. Like, oh, I don't like this music. With the pranks, it's either funny or it's cringe, and either way, I kind of win. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna stick to it, man. And I've been actually getting like love from producers that I look up to for the pranks, and even other pranksters I looked up to. Now they want to collaborate. So it's like it's kind of cool how it's like some people are just like, oh, you're just a natural at it. And I don't know. When I was a kid, I would prank my family, my siblings, my parents. So it kind of just worked out in my favor, So
Yeah.
I think I always did.
Will you tell us about the prank that was the 3 million one?
So the 3 million prank was it was just an idea of like going to the self checkout at like grocery stores and whatever. So the whole gist of it was get like an item, anything, a shirt, a hat, and go up to the self checkout and check out and like look at the person and like, hey, thank you, like as if they're gonna pay for it, and then just walk away and then get their reaction like, yeah, motherfucker, am I paying for this? Like, and people just they loved it. They just like ate it up. So I was just like, I thought it was fucking hilarious, man. And like, most people are cool, but some people are assholes and they want to call security and stuff. Once you tell us the joke, it's just like, come on, bro. All you have to do is press remove. You don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? But that's what makes it funny, So that's kind of like my biggest prank so far. That's like went up on TikTok.
I can't remember if I watched that one or did you do a similar one where they were checking out and you walked into the middle of their checkout, right? And scanned it and left. Yeah. Exactly. I remember it. That was funny.
Just to fuck with them, you know what I mean? Just to get their reactions, so that's definitely my favorite and probably my most, this is my most popular one I've done so far. Always trying to get that same, I guess, just reaction out of people and make them like scratch their head, like, wow, like I love it, man. Like I eat it up. I love it.
I like the one. Well, the one I watch and I think about. I like it, but I also think about all the ramifications you could have on it. You're walking around in, I don't know. You look official. You have a vest on or something. It's not even a cop thing.
Yeah.
It's just like a vest, and you walk up to these people and you're like, the mask mandates are over. I'm going to have to give you a ticket if you don't take your mask off. And that just fascinates me that people would like, I don't get it. Why do people?
You can get away with anything if you have a highlighter vest on. That's what I've learned. I legit, I love that vest. Like I bought it at like the Army surplus store for like $15. And it's my favorite purchase, I think, of my life. Like I went to a rave with it on. I like directed traffic with that vest on. I was giving tickets for people for not wearing the mask and for wearing the mask. Like honestly, that's like one of my favorite like little costumes I've gathered over the the past year I've been doing pranks.
What does the ticket look like?
Oh, I just have a little tiny notebook. It's nothing. I just scribble it, you know? One time I got this guy. It was the funniest thing. I got this guy to almost give me his social security number, like as a joke. I'm like, yeah, you gotta get a ticket. And he's like, oh no. He's like, okay. He's like, what's your driver's license number? Gets that. Like, all right, what's your social security number? He's like, wait, social security? Like, he like, I need to post that one, but that one was hilarious. It's one of my favorite ones. It's like, why would he give me his social? You know what I mean? Like, but he almost, which is crazy. Like, if I was a scam artist, I could have probably screwed the guy's life up, but that's not cool.
Yeah. What about has anybody ever taken a swing?
I've gotten one time where it was really close, and I didn't even tell the guy it was a prank. I just was like, I was really awkward, so I just left. But it was like my homegirl. I was wearing the vest actually. I was pretending to work at Lowe's or something, or like Home Depot, and she was like, "Hey, can you return this for me?" Really loud. I mean, can you put this back for me? It was like a hose or some object, and then I was like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it." And I just threw it in some guy's cart, like as if like I'm not gonna do it. And he's like, "Yo, hey. Why'd you put that in my cart?" I'm like, bro, I make minimum wage here, man. I hate my job. He gets pissed, throws it, runs in my face. Fuck you, then quit. Quit your job if you don't like it. But it was like the most angry, best reaction. There was no fight, but that was pretty much the closest I've gotten.
Yeah.
And also, there was one other one where I scared a guy with like the ghillie suits, like a bush.
Mm-hmm.
I was like dressed like that, and I scared this dude, and he got really fucking scared. It was funny, but he called the cops on us. For filming him, and it was escalated because my camera guy at the time, which was my old camera guy, he was kind of stupid. He was just kind of talking shit to the guy. I'm like, bro, just leave it. Guy calls the cops. Cops come. They actually think it's hilarious and say we're free to go. So, they even asked for the YouTube channel. They're like, yo, that's kind of funny, like because it's public property. You can film. You can legally film, even though it's a dick move, but it's legal.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you brainstorm what you're gonna do? Write out a script?
It's
talk
half
with a bunch of
brainstorming, half kind of improvising. Like I've seen that prank. Like I've seen pranks, a lot of pranks. I've seen so many pranks. But sometimes I'll get inspired by something like, for instance, the Bushman. I've seen someone do that before, but I just bought a ghillie suit and just kind of copied the idea and made it my own. Or it's a lot of time. But some of them I do think of myself, like the ticket one with the mask. No one's done that, but people have done pranks with just tickets, like car parking tickets. But I was like, let me just do it with the mask because technically the mask mandates are over. So I was like, let me just flip it into my own. I kind of just, make it my own pretty much.
Was it one of the festivals? Were you making people turn around? Like, did they have to get way back in line again and wait?
Yeah, that was kind of spontaneous. But they didn't have to all I did was made it inconvenience for them because I made them turn around. They could have just turned right back around. But that was kind of random. I just was walking to the rave with the thing on, and I had my girlfriend with me. I'm like, hey, film this. Let's see if this works. I just jump in the middle of the street, and I'm just like you. They do that thing with their head. Everyone's like, okay, thank you. And they're all smiling, like, oh, sorry. And then after the third car, a cop is like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Get the fuck out of the shit. It's like, oh shit. I ran away so the cop wouldn't fucking give me a ticket or something. And that same day, I actually snuck VIP backstage of the rig because I said I was working. So everyone believed me. Like, you got to pay hundreds of dollars for these wristbands. I was like, well, I'm working. I got to get back there. I'm backstage with all the artists, VIP. And someone comes up to me and they're like, hey, bro, can you give me some bottle service, this and that? I'm like, bro, I don't work here. I snuck in. The guy just starts dying of laughter. Like, oh, man, you're cool. Come hang out with us at our table. That was actually one of my favorite radio I think I've ever been to, only because of that.
So are you scared when you do this? Is it natural to you? Do you get nervous?
Scared, but I'm not gonna lie. Every once in a while, I'll get a little nervous before I do it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've done the first couple pranks I did. I was super nervous and I drank. Me and my homie, we drank some. We drank a little bit. Like, all right, let's go do this. And since then, now I can do it. Like, obviously, I do. I'd rather not drink, but now I'll just do it. Maybe I'll smoke a little weed sometimes just to be funny or But honestly, the best thing for me is just being sober because then I have a clear mind. I'm really aware of the situation. You know what I mean? Because I'm really one good thing about me with my pranks, I'm able to kind of de-escalate things or push buttons just a little bit to where I know I can talk myself out of it, But at first I didn't even tell. I would never tell people it's a prank. I would just be like a dick or do something funny, and just because I would be nervous, you know. But now I'm really confident. I'm like, oh, bro, it's just a joke. We're filming right there. They either get pissed and say don't use it, or they think it's hilarious. They want to get my Instagram. So yeah, I'm not really nervous anymore. I used to be.
Do you have to do anything to get people to sign or anything, or is that?
That is what I should be doing. But if you have the verbal agreement on camera, that's really all you need. But
Okay.
obviously, like, you know, once it gets bigger and like say like I start getting, you know, generating a really solid amount of income, I'm gonna have to probably do the waiver thing, you know. But a verbal agreement is this kind of the same thing. That's why now I always tell people like, yo, it was just a prank. You mind if you use that footage? And it's on film of them saying, yeah, you can use it. So that's pretty much all you need. But
Okay.
I've done some sketchy stuff in the past where I haven't asked and I haven't told, and I'm sure I can get in trouble. But hopefully that never happens since now that I'm aware.
You'll be all right. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it. No.
I'm good.
So is it? So I want to get into the business of TikTok a little bit. Is that okay? If we talk
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah, sure.
Are you monetized right now? Are you making money right now?
I have made some money, but it was mainly through Instagram, not TikTok. I do know, and I do need to actually get on that. I'm glad you brought that up. It reminds me I need to hop on that. So someone told me, I'm still not fully sure, but they said after you hit 10K followers, you can monetize your stuff. And I did. I just hit 10K like maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I haven't really done enough research that I should, but I've heard that yeah, you can get paid through like AdSense or something through TikTok. But yeah, as of now, I just use TikTok as like an outlet just to get my name out there, tag my Instagram and my merch because you know I mainly make money off of like you know merchandise, you know, like T-shirts or like you know stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm not getting paid off TikTok yet. I definitely need to jump into that. That's like my next venture, you know, as
All
far as
right.
a side income or something. Yeah.
How do you make money? If you don't mind me asking that.
Well, no, I don't mind at all. So, like I said, I finished school for audio engineering, so my like number one source of income is I mix vocals. I'm a sound engineer. I mix, master music, but mainly mix. That's my realm. I prefer not to master if I don't have to. Send that to someone else that
Yeah.
specializes in that. But yeah, I'm an audio engineer, so whether it's mixing beats, mixing rock music, mixing mainly vocals, rappers, singers, that, and then you know I have side hustles too. You know, I just you know have connections where I help
Yeah.
flip stuff. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like the side hustle.
Are
But
you
yeah,
ever gonna come to Michigan with Michael? You think?
I would love to. I've been telling them. That's like I've been all over this country, and the one place or one of the main places I haven't been is Detroit or just Michigan in general. But Detroit being the capital, I figured would be one of my stops.
Lansing's the capital where I'm at.
Oh, word. Okay,
Yeah.
well, hey, man, Lansing's where I need to be, man.
Well,
Lansing,
you need
right?
to come to both.
Isn't Lansing like in the middle of like Detroit and one of the lakes or something like that?
Yeah. Well, we're only 2 hours away from uh, Great Lakes on either side, and yeah, we do this thing right, and we're right in the middle. Oops, I can't get there right. We're about right there. Detroit is over here. Grand Rapids is over here.
Nice. So
Um,
how's Detroit? I heard there's really nice people over there.
are you being sarcastic?
Of course, but
Because
hey, people are
no,
nice.
there's violence in there's violence in Detroit. There's violence in LA.
Mm-hmm.
There's violence in Atlanta. There's violence in Lansing. But we're all trying to do our best to curb that a little bit and
Yeah, I feel that.
focus on the right mission, I guess.
Yeah, and
So
you guys are home of Eminem, man. One of the goats, the
yeah,
rap gods.
yeah,
It'd be cool to check it out, man. It'd be really cool to check out. Even the Great Lakes, like, it must be fucking
yeah.
cold up there. How cold is it getting in the winter?
I think that last year, it was either last year or the year before, we had a couple days that were 40 below without the wind chill.
40
And
below?
uh-huh. But that's not normal.
Okay.
But 10 below
God damn.
Fahrenheit.
Probably make it colder, huh? 'Cause the wind from the lakes and shit. I don't know.
If you're over by Grand Rapids, sometimes by Detroit or up north, yeah, gets
Damn.
nasty.
That is great. I gotta come in the summer.
Yes, come in the summer
Or the
or
fall.
come in the fall. The fall is nice
I
too.
love fall. Fall's my favorite season.
Yeah, And but definitely come check out the Fledge because we got our studios, our sound's all screwed up right now. There's a guy up on the stage. He just gave me the finger, so that tells you how it's going.
Oh yeah.
So, but let's talk about music a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your genre?
Okay, so I grew up with listening to more, I guess. Well, my mom always played like old school like soul, kind of like and hip hop. So I mainly grew up listening to a lot of like hip hop, soul type vibes, like like Outkast and like Erykah Badu's, Lauryn Hill, just smooth type stuff.
Yeah.
Eminem, like growing up listening to like Eminem and 50 Cent, and my dad was more into like the old school, like Jimi Hendrix and like what I mean, the Doors and like
Yeah.
that whole different realm. So I kind of was lucky enough to be influenced by both. But yeah, so I mainly just started making beats and like I would freestyle rap with friends in like high school. And then at one point, someone in high school had said like, a guy I don't even really remember the guy that good, but I remember him saying like, "Oh man, I want to make beats for a living, like hip hop beats." And it always stuck to me. I was like, "That's a job. I could actually do that if I just put my mind to it. Like that'd be the coolest job. Like make beats." So I kind of stole his idea. He didn't. He went out. He's like a plumber or something now, which not knocking plumbing. They make decent money, but now he's looking at me like, "Bro, like your beats are dope, man." I'm like, "Yeah, I stole the idea from you, bro. You like gave me the idea in high school." And then I went to school. I like figured out there's a school for it, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like in my eyes, I felt like if I fail, I fail, but at least I tried, type thing. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I know it's not the easiest career to make it in, but at least I tried. Versus like wondering my whole life is, oh, what if I tried doing that? So yeah, I've been doing that for a while now, and I got lucky after school. I got an internship with Bob Dylan's grandson. His name's Pablo Dylan. So they kind of helped. They helped me, I think, advance quicker than like some of my classmates in my school. I was blessed to be around those guys, and they introduced me to people, and I still have connections to them. So it's kind of lucky for that internship I had right out of school. So it all
Nice.
worked out. Yeah.
Do you still make beats and sell them, or are you mostly just engineering for other people?
Yeah. Beats. That's another like side income I have. Like for a while, my YouTube was just I would post a beat like every day. Say at the moment the hot artist is I don't know who's like a hot artist right now. I don't know. I'd say Justin Bieber. Like, I was listening to Justin Bieber. I would make a beat that I think Justin Bieber would be on, and I'd go to YouTube, upload it, Justin Bieber type beat. Boom. That day, next day, I'll do something else. It'd be like I don't know, like someone random, like Kid Leroy type beat, or like every day I would do type beats, and I started like getting a little bit of a following on YouTube through that, and then people would hit me up, oh, can I buy this beat? I'm like, yeah, $200, boom, sell that beat for $200, or word of mouth, friends that are coming to the studio, like I'll just play some beats and I ask how much, like, oh yeah, $100 for this one, oh, 50, $50 for this, oh, $200. Now I don't do that as much because I realized that I was kind of getting screwed because, I mean, at the end of the day, what if I sell a beat for 100, $200 and this beat blows up? You know what I mean? Now all I made was $200 when I could have been making thousands. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
have a mentality about that. But every once in a while, I'll still sell a beat if I just, it's just a beat I don't really like. Yeah, whatever. Quick $100 right here. Just make a beat, sell it that way. But not as
Yeah.
much. I'm trying to do it more legit way now, like royalty wise.
Yeah. So you'd be more like signing a contract with the rapper that if their shit went whatever.
Exactly. Like I'm working with this one K-pop artist. I actually just linked up with him yesterday with Michael, and we have like a whole like written agreement where I get 500 up front just for the beat, and then I get a 20% split throughout everything, all royalties as like writing and publishing. So that's like the ideal way to do it because I get some money up front and I get like the long run money. So it doesn't always work like that because some artists, are greedy or they just want to buy it exclusively and not give you anything. But at the end of the day, I feel like if I'm making money off of my art, it's kind of hard to lose because I'm having fun and I'm, making money on top of that.
Are you into NFTs?
That I'm not really into, but I want to get into it. I've been hearing a lot about it. And I know that's like the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of confused of like how the fuck they work, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, I have a homie that supposedly they're like have like one worth like 50 grand right now that
Yeah.
was given to them. So that's a lot of money. So I mean, I'll figure it out. I'm down, man. What about you? How
We
do you feel about the whole NFT game? Like,
we've got a farm going. We've got our digital art and some of just images of the art. I don't know if you can see. We have actually some are off the walls, but we have art
oh, nice.
everywhere in this building.
Oh, fire.
And so we're taking images of that right now. We have a whole strategy we're about to release next week that
Cool.
involves getting physical coins with the NFTs and access to tons of stuff. When Michael, I think Michael's coming back, or MY's coming back at the end of September. I'm going to trap him in the room for a couple hours and show him what we're doing.
Let's go.
Because it's going to be, what we're doing is amazing. I haven't seen anybody do quite what we're doing yet, and it's gonna blow up. I already know it is.
I'm excited for you guys, man. I saw your TikTok, man, and I was like, yeah, man, I like how consistent you are, man. You know,
It's I can't figure out TikTok yet. One, I'm just I don't know if I'm too old or I'm not dancing and telling jokes and pranking and all that enough.
Dance.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I guess just do a dance, you know. Put a song behind it. That's it.
I don't know. I pick the wrong music sometime. It'll be some Trumpster trending music or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, man. All these Trumpsters are loving my channel now. Accidentally blew up on one of those once. And I was like, shit, man.
Way.
I didn't take it down. I need the likes.
Screw it, man. My biggest, most viewed video on YouTube, it has so many haters like in the comments, and I legit just comment to everyone. I'm like, hey, they're like, oh, you suck, like it's the worst prank video ever. I just reply, well, thank you for your comment. I appreciate you wasting your time on my stupid video, because the more comments, the better. The more hate is really the more love, because you just get more and more. You come up more in the algorithm. So
yeah, haters welcome, man.
If you got haters, you're doing something right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. People that don't do anything don't have any haters.
Exactly. That's I kind of live by that.
Yeah. So what are you trying to do? Are you in it? So you got music and you got Prankster. Are you an entertainer? Are you an artist? Are you just a dude trying to get by?
Yeah.
Do you have a big mission here? You talked about merch.
My end goal is I don't want like all this fame and stuff. I would like to just do what I love and I'm passionate about, and just be comfortable. I don't gotta be, the richest dude, or like the, the Justin Bieber, or like the Drake. You know what I mean?
Are you obsessed with Justin Bieber? What is?
I don't know why I keep saying that, but I just feel like he's like the most household name that everyone knows. That's like rich as fuck from music. So I say his name, and I'm kind of obsessed with him. But I don't gotta be the rich guy. If I'm making my bag behind the scenes, or I don't need the spotlight. I mean, I guess the pranks kind of feels like I'm more in the spotlight. But as far as the music goes, I'm down to co-produce, something, and just make my money and sit behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I don't gotta be that front guy, because I started out rapping, and I still have some songs out where I'm rapping and stuff, and it's cool, but I just like to make good music, whether I'm in it or I'm helping someone else get molded into a great artist,
Yeah.
Me and Michael actually are working on a project with this girl, Mara. She's a really good singer, and we're just content with letting her be the face, her be the vocals, and we're just all the magic behind the music, so yeah, as long as I can make good art for the world to see, I'm not tripping. I'm happy.
Well, what do you do every damn day to kind of push that forward?
So for me, I try to do three things every day. I try to make sure I'm artistic, which means that whether learning, linking up with Michael, recording, mixing, something artistic. I try to keep myself physically active, do some sort of exercise, something, because it kind of correlates. If I work out, I feel more creative. And then three is I gotta find a way to make money every day, whether it's me mixing and someone, or selling a beat, or just finding any side gig. Any extra income is good income to me. You know what I mean? That accumulates. So those are my three things. Is money, creativity, and health. Those are the three things every damn day, actually.
I think everybody should actually just adopt those three right now.
Right? To
I
me,
mean,
like, if I only do two of them, I'm like, okay, that's an okay day. But if I do all three of those, I'm like, that was a good day. I made some money, I was creative, and I worked on my health.
yeah,
Yeah, those are the three damn things.
perfect. So, we're actually gonna. I don't want to ask you this yet. I'll
Okay.
ask you, or we'll talk about it in a little bit.
All right.
We daisy chain these shows. Well, first of all, is there anything we should promote? Should we? I've got your TikTok out there.
Oh, for
You got
sure.
any? Like, where can people
I
find you
would
on
say
Instagram?
my Instagram is something I'm trying to keep building because that's where I have my biggest following. So
Okay.
my Instagram is at guru_Doug. It should pop up. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one. I got links in there for everything: my YouTube, my merchandise, TikTok. So if you could, yeah, that's my plug right now. Is the Instagram Guru Doug. It's like my
I do it right.
Yep. Guru_. Yep, that's it. Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Perfect.
That's it.
Perfect. All right. So that'll be with the show. That'll be with the other stuff we're gonna do in the future here with the show and all that. So we daisy chain these shows together. Yesterday, I had on the show a guy that's my age, and he's a musician. He's an activist for labor. He's a teacher. He said that when he was a little kid, a fortune teller told him that he was going to have 10 careers. So he's like in career 5 or something now.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
His question to you is, what would you not do? What wouldn't you do that other people, either in music or in pranking, would do? Like, where's your line or something?
That I would not do.
Yeah, that you would not
Okay,
do.
well, for sure. As far as pranking, I've seen pranksters that get a little too physical with people, like as in like touch them physically, or prank someone that like has a kid with them. Because just from experience and seeing it, like some people get really emotional and mad if you kind of prank them and their child's around because they feel like threatened. So that's one thing I kind of learned, like, well, I just wouldn't do. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I'm just like too much of a dick. Like it's cool to be a little bit of a dick, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But too much of a dick and you're like physically touching someone or physically like I've seen people like spray like fake like poop like on people's clothes and stuff like as a joke like in the bathroom. And I feel like that's just too far. If you're physically like you're damaging someone's stuff or if you're doing something in front of someone's child, I think that's a little, that's a little out of pocket. So
You'll definitely get shot in the ass for doing some shit like that in Michigan.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I don't get canceled either. You know what I mean? It's like cancel culture at an all-time high right now. So trying not to get canceled yet.
Well, it must be one of the most difficult times to be a prankster because of cancel culture, because of white fragility, if for nothing else, right? Because all the white people are all sensitive and shit right now, and then the political landscape with the Trumpsters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It all seems like a really hard time to break into pranking.
It kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's funny. I've lost the most followers I've ever lost through pranks, but I've also gained the most. So that kind of speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Like I literally will watch myself lose 100 followers, and then I'll end up going up another week or two, 200. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it kind of balances out, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I came to a point where I just didn't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, I don't care, man. I'm getting
just do your thing.
My late 20s. If I've always wanted to do this my whole life, why am I not doing it? Let me just do it. It's for fun, and it's good exposure. So.
Yeah. Does it feel authentic though? Does it feel like I want to do this? This is fun. This is going to be funny. Yeah. I'm not going to hurt this person. Like you're thinking the whole holistic thing.
I get excited when I'm like thinking of an idea and I know in my head it's going to be funny. I just get excited. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to. I told my boy, like, bro, I got this idea tomorrow. Whenever you're free, let's film. Like we literally, 2 days ago, we like. That's how it happened. Like 2 days ago, I had an idea. Like, bro, let's go to Hollywood. It's like 15 minutes down the street from me. Let's go to Hollywood. Let's fuck with people in Hollywood. I had like this idea, and he's like, let's go. And it came out good. I get really excited. I'm not gonna lie, really excited when it's a good idea. Sometimes it's cringe. I'm just like, eh. But when it's good,
Yeah.
it's good. I know.
Do you do it again and again and again and take a bunch of shots and then pick the best one or the
Yeah,
best ones?
I pretty much will probably have like. Well, it depends. If I get like just 4 or 5 really good ones, I was like, oh, we're good. We'll stop. But if I know they're not the best reactions, I'll get maybe like 10, and I'll chop it down to like 4. You know what I mean? I'll get the best 4 because I normally just put them on Instagram or TikTok. But if I
Hmm.
were to like build a bigger YouTube, which I should, I would have like put like even more and have like a 10-minute video for YouTube. You know, I mean that's really where the money is. But that's like
Yeah.
where we're kind of heading towards is doing more vlogging and longer pranks, mixing that in with the music. And like showing, oh, we're in the studio, boom, all right, now we're outside, like messing with people, like so.
Do the two mesh well together?
They actually do in a weird way, only for the fact that people might find me through a prank, and then they find out I make music. They're like, oh damn, this guy actually makes music. Oh damn, man, it's actually pretty good, you know. So they mesh pretty well, but some people would disagree. You know, everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah.
Some people might be like, "Oh man, stick to print," or "Oh man, stick to music." There's always gonna be haters. You know, I mean, as long as I know it's funny and I see my homies like it, then I don't even give a fuck. I just let it go. You know?
Sweet.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun, man. You gotta put fun in
So,
that.
so tomorrow on the show, I have a gentleman, Andrew Farmer. He's a folk musician. I'm sure you guys would have a lot to talk about in the engineering realm. He's been doing it for a long time. What
Yeah.
question would you like me to pass to Andrew?
Okay, well, okay. Since you say he is a fellow musician, I would have you ask him this: if he had to go to outer space for, I'm gonna say just forever. If he was stuck in outer space, what would be his top 3 albums he would bring with him if you had to be
Uh,
stuck in outer space with Elon Musk going towards Andromeda? What is his top 3 albums he would bring with him?
okay.
I think
What
that's
about? I'm gonna flip that on you and ask you that same thing.
oh shit. Okay, okay.
So Erica Badu, because
Yeah,
if you say something different, I'm gonna say you never listened to her ever in your life.
definitely
No,
Eric.
I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
I agree. No, I probably would. I would probably bring an Erykah Badu album. I'd probably bring an Outkast album. And you know what? For the third one, I'd probably bring something that's something. I would need to switch to genre. Maybe like Radiohead. I like Radiohead.
All
Maybe like
right.
a Radiohead album. Something chill. I like mellow. I'm a really mellow dude. Like I like mellow, chill music. You know, lately I've been dabbling more in the whole EDM realm with like Michael and those guys, and I've had this new inspiration through like electronic music. But yeah, I'm more of like a definitely more chill. Like the chill stuff you kind of smoke too, just relax, smoke some weed, some Pink Floyd vibes,
Yeah.
Jimi
I,
Hendrix.
I thought you might have said the Doors or something, one of those, because
I mean, bro,
like Riders on the Storm, man. I gotta
it's
listen to that once
it's
in a while.
honestly hard, bro. It's hard when there's so much good music out there. Sometimes my favorite album or song would just be something in that moment for that like 2 months. I'll just be obsessed with like Nirvana for some reason. I'm just like, oh, I just only listen to Nirvana. So it's hard, man. There's so much good music out there. It's so much good shit. It's still stuff I haven't even discovered.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Gil Scott Heron, so I would that would be my number one choice. But I'm sure Erica Badu would be there.
Yeah, she definitely has a gift, man. It's just
Yeah.
chill, just good chill music, man. Yeah, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Happiness, sadness, joy, hope, and or love. Which word or words would you like to talk about?
Hmm. I would say happiness because, I mean, at the end of the day, like I feel, I mean, love is a good one too. But okay, because at the end of the day, there's really just like our main emotions we deal with. I feel everything is balanced between fear and love, right?
Mhm.
So every choice we do it out of fear, we do it out of love. So I'd probably say actually love. Like love is just one thing, but it kind of forms with happiness. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of in the same realm. So I mean, I'm always just trying to look to better my life, my family, my friends around me with whether it's happiness, love, just good energy. Really, it's good vibes.
Are you happy?
Oh, I'm pretty fucking happy. Actually, I'm not too happy. I just crashed my car like 2 days ago.
Oh,
It wasn't a
shit.
it wasn't a bad crash, but it was enough to like pissed me off. So and I don't have a car right now for a couple days until it gets fixed. Like some dude close to me, I fucking swerved. My tire hit the fucking curb, so I gotta like fix it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm happy that I'm not hurt and that my car's not totaled. So I'm pretty happy. Could be better, but pretty fucking happy.
And I'm assuming you're in love since you have her
Oh yeah,
zodiac
yeah,
sign on
girl,
you.
yeah. I've been with her for kind of crazy, like almost 8 years. So it's a long. It's maybe
Oh
it's my
wow!
longest relationship I've ever had, and it's her birthday. Actually, since it's Virgo season, it's her birthday on the 9th.
Oh
So
nice.
yes, we're gonna go to Hawaii. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun.
That was my wife and I's first date. It's an anniversary for us. September 9th
No
is
shit. Nice.
uh,
Man. Happy
about
anniversary, bro.
must be like 26 years ago, I think, that we
Damn.
met. Married for 23.
Awesome, man.
So
That's
yeah.
cool as fuck. Congratulations.
So did we forget to talk about anything?
That's a good question. You covered a lot of great shit. I mean, I'm trying to think what else. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get too political, but have you got your job yet? You got your job?
My
Actually,
jab? Oh yeah, for sure. For
nice, nice.
sure. What's your position on that?
My position is, people should be able to choose. It's like there's so much arguing. You know what I mean about it. I hate that like people that aren't vaccinated are like, oh, you guys are just sheep. You let the government do blah blah blah. And I hate that there's a lot of people that are vaccinated, like, oh, you damn kids, you freaking not vaccinated, you're stupid. Like the whole point, right, of this country is to have freedom, right? So it's kind of just you should be able to choose. If you want to smoke cigarettes every day, fucking smoke cigarettes. If you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. But just don't. I feel like it's not cool when people force you to do something or try to down talk someone because we're all different. Some people might have they might have diabetes in their family. They might be overweight. They might need the vaccine. Some people, they might be really fucking healthy. They might have gotten COVID and beat it and have antibodies for them. I don't know, but I just feel like I just don't like that there's so much animosity between the subject, and it's like it should just be a personal choice. That's why now when people ask me, they're are you vaccinated or are you not? I'm like, oh, I'm whatever you are, bro. Are you vaccinated? Oh, yeah, I'm vaccinated. You're not vaccinated? I'm not vaccinated either, bro. Who'd you vote
So
for? Whoever you voted for.
so I own a venue. I got a show tonight. Should I be able to have the right to not allow you into my show if you're not vaccinated?
Hmm. I mean, if it's your show, yeah. It's your
Or
show.
my venue?
Yeah, if it's your venue, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the beauty of it. You can choose, or at least what's it called? Have proof of negative COVID results within
Yeah.
3 days, probably. Maybe that is a safe bet. Like, because we're going to Hawaii, right? In a few days, and my girl and her whole family they're vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated, and man, Hawaii they fucking suck. They're so on top of it. They're just like you gotta have you either have to be vaccinated or you have to have proof within 3 days that you're not vaccinated, and you got like you have all these regulations. Which I get it's an island, so I gotta like go pay 100 and something bucks just to get a test and tell them to show that I'm not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't have COVID, so it's like it's a headache. But I mean, hey man, that's I guess that's just the world we live in right now.
Are you scared of the vaccine? Do you have concerns about it?
I
Is
wouldn't.
it a chip
I
or
definitely
is
have
it?
some. I mean, I have a couple concerns. I'm not scared of it. Like, I'm sure if I got it, I would be fine. But I did have COVID in the past. I beat it, and also I do feel like maybe I will get it, but it's like maybe in a couple years after it's more developed, I'll feel more comfortable getting it. Like, I mean, my dad has it. Like I said, I'm not scared of it. It's more of like a thing where I just don't. I feel like a lot of people don't really know, and we kind of just go with the flow sometimes. Like we just feel like, oh, well, if he got it, then I should get it. Oh, and a lot of people are like, since I got it, you should have it. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's a choice. Like don't force. That's what this country's about. It's freedom. You should have the choice. You're not in China. You shouldn't have to be forced to get the vaccine if you don't want to. And I mean, and people have had bad side effects from it. People have died from getting it. Not say, I mean, I know I'm probably not going to die from getting it, but some people have. But and people have died from COVID. So it's like It's like I just don't give a fuck, and I feel like maybe I should give a fuck, but I just kind of don't. I just don't really think I need it. Um, if I die from COVID, you can say on my grave, he's an idiot and he was wrong. But as of now, I think I'm straight. I really don't think I need it. But I'm not gonna lie, it would make it a lot easier to travel if I did get it.
Yeah.
So if I end up getting it, it might just solely be for the fact that I'm so fucking tired of this shit, wearing this mask and all this bullshit. But another fucked up thing is people that have the vaccine are still spreading it. So it's just like there's so many things that are just confusing.
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like, isn't it kind of weird? Like, and then you still have to wear the mask out here, even if you're vaccinated. And I feel like that's a lot of people's main reason they got it, so they didn't have to wear the mask. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just a lot of controversy and just I have a lot of questions that
my
this answer.
the my number one concern, because we're such a hub for people getting free food, dealing with housing and homelessness issues, dealing with people that need clothing. That's what all these things that we do in the Fledge. I've
Yeah,
been in the center of this hub. So if I get it, one, it could bring down all these services that I want to deliver to these people because we might have to shut down or whatever. So that was a positive side for me.
yeah,
Two, it's one of the most studied vaccines in the history of the world. I don't think people really know that. In two different fronts, it is a corona, so corona's the common cold too. So
oh,
that people understand this virus very well.
yeah,
And then it was crowdsourced with so many scientists around the world and so much reviewing it. So I feel like safe for it. I feel like I need to protect my crowd. And then I also worry about, if I get it, because I can still get it even with it,
yeah,
but it's going to be worse. It's going to be more contagious.
yeah,
And I know that, I deal with 10-year-olds. They can't get it. So if I have it and they don't have it, I increase the probability of not hurting them or not hurting my vulnerable populations and stuff like that. So
definitely,
to me, it was a really easy choice for me to want to do it. For
yeah,
you, you're on a different fringe than I am, and I understand it.
yeah.
Um, uh, so yeah, and I'm not going to preach at you or anything like
No,
that.
no, and I mean, and see, that's the beauty of this is like I like that we can just talk about it and no one's arguing. Like, I mean, I have my girlfriend's aunt that's in town, and she's like super pro vaccine, which it's cool.
Mhm.
But she's like she kind of annoys me. She's just always telling me like you need to do this or this will happen or like you'll die. Like she's just saying, and she says things that are a little ignorant sometimes. Like everyone that's not vaccinated, they should just die. Like stuff like that. It's just like okay, like
See,
that's just
that's not right.
starting. Like come on, man. It's like just starting arguments. And I'm the type of person where it's really hard for me to just to not voice my opinion. Even though sometimes I should just shut the fuck up, but when I feel strongly about something, I like to voice my opinion, and that just leads to arguments with a lot of people. But lately, I've been better at just, like I said, you're vaccinated, I'm vaccinated. You're not
Yeah.
vaccinated, I'm not
See,
vaccinated. I
see,
don't have too much time for arguing.
I'm anti-pharma. Raven had a sister. I had a daughter who died of a opioid, a fentanyl overdose. She was an
No,
opioid addict,
I'm really sorry.
and so I'm anti-pharma. I'm anti all of these things, and what uh, I don't know. I guess the way I look at it is that we to me, it's more about not me dying, but more about me not killing somebody
Helping
else.
other people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that. I mean, that's really how I felt at first, even with the masks. I felt like, I don't want to wear the mask. I know I don't have anything, but if I could make other people feel safe, you know what I mean? Like, that's good. But, yeah, no, back to, I'm sorry to backtrack, but I actually have had a couple friends that have, passed from fentanyl. So, it's
Yeah.
definitely one of those things where it's like I'm all on board with that too, man. Like anti big pharma, that's horrible,
Yeah.
man. Like it sucks, but that's why you got to just
Yeah.
spread awareness and just keep it pushing. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anything else? Let's.
I'm trying to think. Um, wait. So when you guys coming back out here?
We don't exactly know yet. We're going to probably be talking to Raven this weekend. It might depend on if she comes with Michael at the end of the month and all that stuff. But within the next couple months, Rain's ready to come in November. So that might be when.
That'll be fun, man.
So we can meet Rain.
It's not so hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss that house, man. I went to say bye the other night. They left. I was like, "Oh, you guys have a great view, man."
That place was amazing. I had a good friend in Dubai that had a sweet ass place, and I used to go chill at him. I actually watched the Burj Al Arab, or not the Burj Al Arab, the Burj Khalifa get built because he lived basically at the address, which is like the most famous address in the world. And the Burj Khalifa got built like right outside of his window. I watched it. I have time lapse of all the times I was there. So
that's dope, man.
But I could never afford that. And that house, that's a sweet house that you guys were at.
Shit, man. That's the next level shit for sure. That's awesome.
Listen, man, thank you so very much for taking time out of your day, coming and talking to me. I had a lot of fun, and we'll be a little early tomorrow with Every Damn Day. I'm broadcasting at 11, watch and tune in tomorrow. And always, the playlists are on YouTube and all that. What would you like to take us out with, Guru?
All I gotta say, man, to the people is do good, man. If you do good, everything comes back full circle, man. Like I'm really big into like energy, like what you put out, you get back, So, the mind, body, spirit's all connected. So once you get, got that good energy, it's gonna come back. So just do good and just man, keep it pushing, keep pushing,
right.
Spread them good vibes, smoke weed.
Yeah, every day, every damn day.
Every damn day.
All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Love you very much. Thank you very much, Guru Doug. We'll talk soon. Stick with me for 2 seconds, all right?